are actually doing all three, and they don't get acknowledged for it. Every woman I know is a working woman. She is managing a house. And please see how well women manage. They're managing the supply chain, they're managing the inventory, they're managing the finances, they're managing the timings, they're managing, so many things. So first of all, I also think that there is an unconscious bias, even in the kinds of questions we ask, which is, why are we even raising this question of the capability of women? I mean, women have shown their capability in the hardest of the hardest circumstances. Separate matter. Look at the number of qualified women who have proven themselves academically to be as sound as their male counterparts, and who are not working. I think it is a shame that we are not recognizing the talent, we are not recognizing the aspirations, we are not recognizing the dreams of these people. Women are human beings. It's not that, there is something here and then there are women. I mean, we are talking about creating an environment where there is an equal access to opportunities for education, for training, for skill development, etc. We are talking about a time when there is no bias when it comes to gender. And on the basis of qualifications alone, there should be more women coming for jobs and not less. And yet the reality is very different. So I think all of us have to step back and question ourselves and say, where is the conscious bias? Where is the unconscious bias? And if we really believe in equality of all human beings, then this whole concept of gender has to go away. If I am competent, if I have the necessary qualifications to be the head of R&D, to be the head of manufacturing, to be the head of quality, to be, the head of marketing, whatever it is, then my gender becomes completely irrelevant and completely immaterial. Everybody's talking about gender diversity. The question is, what are you doing about it? So I think that change in mindset has to start at the top, and whatever the ratio of gender is at the top, because if there is no conviction there, then there will be no actions. Then we are talking about tokenism. Or the narrative has to change, not just in organizations, because the organizations are nothing but a microcosm of the larger system. The narrative has to change in society. The narrative has to change in communities. I think I grew reasonably fast. I was a general manager, at the age of 37 and so on, or 35. But that's not the point. It's not that. I think all of us have to do what temperamentally suits us. So what has worked for me may or may not work for you. So when I say I have made unconventional choices, they've ranged all the way from agreeing to going and working in Nigeria as a single woman, and being the first ever professional manager from India to work in South Africa. This was in 1993. So that worked great for me because that is my temp. So I think what is also very important is, in addition to our functional qualifications, it's also important for each one of us to be clear what we like doing and why we like doing that. And if we can actually follow or pursue those things that we like, then it makes it very easy for everybody. You enjoy your work. If you enjoy what you're doing, you excel in it. When you excel in it, there are people around you who also get that positive energy from you. The whole organization excels. But if I'm doing some work which I'm really not interested in because I have to, because you need food on the table, then what is my level of energy and how inspired am I going to be as forget about as a leader, even as a teamwork. It's a great initiative. We typically don't think of women in manufacturing, and yet wherever there are women in manufacturing, the results and the metrics look, I think we owe it to them, whether it is the public sector, the private sector, government organizations, to create avenues to utilize their capacity, their capability, and their competence for the growth and development of not just themselves, but our country. So I do hope that as a result of this wonderful initiative you have taken, more and more people will start thinking more and more often about getting women into manufacturing roles in addition to other roles.